look ahead of this deadline this evening, 8 p.m., and you see the military, you see the movements among the U.S. military, right? What are you expecting?
We're dealing with a madman. We're dealing with a mad emperor. And the idea that we can look at this through logical, rational, reasonable chains of thought is just not possible. But certainly, I think if this deadline is hit and Trump orders the end of the Iranian civilization, as he threatened to do today in his social media posts, I don't think that means nuclear weapons. I think that's he's being hyperbolic as he usually is. But I think it means, though, the attacks on Iranian infrastructure that have been threatened and that we've seen carried out already in the last 24 hours. We've seen large scale strikes on Iranian railroad junctures, as well as continuous strikes on bridges. That would continue. And then I think you'd also see the expansion into the promised attacks on power plants, as well as other infrastructure. You've seen everything from, in the last couple of days, petrochemical facilities to pistachio warehouses being hit. And then the expectation is the Iranian response that you all have been speaking about very well for the last month, that many others have been warning of, that the people have been warning about this for years. I went back and looked at something I wrote back in 2024, warning about just this possibility that we would be standing on the edge of a regional war that would have global implications. And so certainly if the Iranian retaliation is what we should expect it to be, because if anything we could say about the Iranians, they are sincere. So they do strike all those targets or attempt to strike all those targets. Well, one, you're going to have the stopping of production of energy like this world has never seen before, as well as all the byproducts that you brought up before, plastics, fertilizer, helium. And now the world is going to be not concerned about a global recession, but about a global depression. And so we are standing on the edge of something here that the lack of, well, there's madness, but there's also, too, a complete lack of humility, a vainglory that has populated the American empire for so long, and that has brought us to this point now.
What could he mean?
Perhaps they've accelerated those timelines and they're able to fire their own hypersonic missiles now.